stand behind it, nobody sees you.
Yeah. I have a similar problem, I'm just wearing heels.
Anyway, Tiffany asked that we share an adulting moment, and I can think of one. I became a teacher, and I was working out at Treasure Island, and my mom said, I'll come help you set up for the year. She's sitting in my classroom, and the door's open to the playground, and two of the girls came in and said, oh, hi, Mr. Maloney, and she goes, that's not Mr. Maloney, that would be his father. He's not Mr. Maloney. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, I'm a teacher, I must be a grown-up now, you know. And she was kidding, obviously. Anyway, I guess that's one time I noticed, hey, I'm an adult now. I'm in charge of, a bunch of children and making sure they learn. So what I'm going to talk about tonight is a burgeoning education for me and for other people who thought they knew everything about Turner syndrome. Turner syndrome was found by Dr. Henry Turner in 1938. He is the one who discovered this, and obviously it's way a long time ago before nuclear microscopes and all that kind of stuff. So he found that 1 out of every 2,000 to 4,000 girls, females, have Turner syndrome, which is a genetic glitch, I call it, where most females, we all have 2 chromosomes in each cell, 2 sets. While in some people, that second one is either missing or it's misshapen. There's a glitch that happens either before conception or shortly after. If it's before conception, it can affect all the cells and cause a lot more difficulty for the person. If it happens afterwards, it's called mosaicism. And that means that some of your cells are perfectly normal. You may have some traits of it. You may be perfectly fine in other ways. So it just depends on when it happens. And I didn't know that until recently. So it's either a partial or complete absence of that second chromosome. And females are XX, males are XY. Well, I have the thing, I showed it to Mary. It says girls and women can have Turner syndrome. I got genetically tested again about 5 years ago, and they said, you know, you never had Turner syndrome. You have Turner syndrome. So I applied to become a member of Turner Syndrome Society, and they're like, wait a minute, you can't. You're a male. And the geneticist in Boston talked to the geneticist here who I call it re-diagnosed. And she said, no, he can't have it, he's a male. And my geneticist goes, I don't care what you call it, he has it. And I have the binder that shows I have missing Y and misshapen Y. So it's exactly the same thing that a female would have, except I'm a male. So I go to the Turner Syndrome convention, and they go, well, what are you doing here? Are you with somebody? It's like, no, it's me. And this year, I was just in Tennessee, finally started to realize that males can't have it. The president got up, and we've had private emails and conversation, and she said, you know, we're learning new things all the time. We have burgeoning knowledge, and we're still researching, and we don't know yet, but men may have it. And I'm sitting in the back going, you just talked to me on Thursday. We've gone back and forth. You know my genetics. But I think she was politically trying to drive it to the middle because many, many people still believe, well, a male can't have it. And they call themselves butterflies. Well, a male can't be a butterfly, right? And I'm right here. I look like a lot of the girls and women. I have a lot of the same physical problems or whatever you want to call them. The one thing about it is that it's not one thing that happens to a Turner syndrome patient. There's a whole compendium of things. Of course, short stature is one of them. Not everybody with Turner syndrome has it. You have lack of secondary characteristics. My cousin's daughter died of it, and she was about 30. She never developed the adult female characteristics. So they're learning more and more about it. They're finding out here's a male who has exactly what they have. So it's been more and more accepting. And I'm not going to go into more details now. I can do that in a longer speech. But the one thing I wanted people to understand is that, first of all, when new science comes out, we need to be accepting. And the preconceptions that somebody can't have something, we need to kind of put those to the side and realize when new science comes out, we need to look into it. And I think I've managed to get the Turner Syndrome Society to look at, he's not just trying to bug his way in. He actually wants to be a part of it. That's what I wrote to the president. Where do I belong if I don't belong here? And she said, no, you very much belong here. So part of my giving out information, not only to help girls and women with it, but learn more for myself, and also maybe there's some young boys who they're misdiagnosed. And my nephew, I spoke to him, he's a pediatrician, he said, yeah, you might help some young boys. Might not make any difference to you now, but it might help some young boys get the proper treatment. So anyway, thank you very much. And I was going to do question and answer, but I don't think we really have time. Thank you.